it's Nyla. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you haven't met me yet, I am a full-time working toddler mom, and on this channel I like to talk about all things design, specifically focusing on the home, how it impacts our well-being, and different things we can do daily to improve that. If that all sounds good to you, please make sure to like and subscribe. I release videos every Sunday. So not recently though, I wanted to talk a little bit about the struggles of moving from a one-bedroom apartment to a three-bedroom townhouse. This is all written out, so I gotta remember what I said after I'm reading it from here instead of just reading it straight from the screen. So after the clear task of unpacking was done, I became stuck with the struggle of, okay, so what's next? I have a whole home that I need to furnish. I was jumping back and forth between thinking of all of the larger stuff that I need to get, like the dining table, a bed for my daughter's room that she now has that she didn't have before, and getting a bed for us. And on top of that, I was thinking financially, how much is everything gonna cost? Am I gonna be able to find something low cost after all of the moving expenses? Can I find something affordable that I want to take with me on the next move that's gonna last a little bit longer? I was mentally exhausting myself because I was trying to find the perfect piece of furniture that essentially hit all of the marks. It needed to be affordable, it needed to be durable, it needed to be non-tox, and on top of that, it had to be a desirable design. So I switched to thinking about smaller priced items, like small decor items, you know, wall art, things like that. But I didn't want to afford myself the budget of these smaller priced non-essential items when I knew I still needed to buy my larger pieces of furniture. On top of that, I was still trying to manage all of the previous stress from my last apartment of working from home while caring for my toddler and keeping my home clean and in usable condition. So with all of that being said, you can imagine I quickly became very overwhelmed. I kind of just entered this survival mode where I was doing the bare minimum in order to maintain my day-to-day, and I wasn't able to focus on any type of leisure activity. So moving to this space, I had all of these thoughts and ideas about how things were just going to be so much easier now that we have more space. I was a little bit more worried about keeping things clean, but I also knew that having more space, everything wouldn't be so congested, and I would have a place to put things that I didn't before. And while that is still partially true, I still do have a toddler that is ransacking the place on a day-to-day basis. Like, it literally looks like we have a party every day. Once I decided to break the habit of just doing the bare minimum from day to day, because I just wasn't happy and that just wasn't sustainable for me, I thought to myself, okay, I knew that I needed to start moving forward and do all of the things that I wanted to do in this bigger new construction space that I so desperately wanted. So where do I start? So I assigned myself the task of finishing up the room that I use probably the most in a working day, which is the living room. So one of my favorite things about the new construction of this house is that they made the space under the stairs usable space. I knew immediately when I saw the little nook that I couldn't wait to make it super cozy.
Yeah, girl, look.
I was sorely missing my desk that I decided not to bring because it wouldn't really fit in the new space. I wasn't used to working from my couch all day. Usually I do like at least part of the day, but I do like a little change of scenery to keep me motivated. I didn't want anything too fancy for the furniture itself, just a smaller desk that would fit the dimensions of the space and also be functional enough to add storage for the wall shelves and the drawers that I no longer had. The desk I found was relatively inexpensive and small enough to fit the space, yet large enough to offer storage and be able to work with my laptop and my monitor. She was actually my first Fernie build in this space, and I am so happy she's here. I have some cool design ideas in mind, and I can't wait to really make this nook cozy and comfy and my favorite place to work.
Yes. Looks like a phone. Let's shout hooray! Go. Say sure with me. Sure. Wow. You look great. Now you we did it. Icky, sicky, 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 bubble gum makes your hands so
Are you plotting? So the three main areas on my bottom floor are kitchen, dining room, and living room. Since I was already used to living without a dining room, essentially I turned it into a play area in my one-bedroom apartment for my daughter. I decided to focus on making sure my living area was functional. I already had most of my living room furnished, so I decided to get a TV stand to finish it off and add a desk to the convenient little nook under the stairs. I knew I wasn't completely happy with the TV stand I originally ordered. I was stressing myself out about being too picky, and even though it didn't exactly feel like the right one, I figured I would warm up to it and I wanted to get the ball rolling, so I just ordered it. This was not the move. I was so irritated putting it together because I knew when it first arrived, I was mad that I thought I'd ordered a fully assembled TV stand, but it was, in fact, flat packed and waiting patiently to be assembled. Once it was all assembled, I tried to like it. I really did. But my heart just was not in it. So 2 months later, it went back to Home Depot. I agonized over the next one. I did a little mock-up in Canva, and finally there she was, the cutest TV stand that matched my home and my style perfectly. It was a love at first sight. I did have to assemble her, but when I saw the doors, I was in love with the color, the finish, the recessed handles, everything. She was definitely worth the build. That's cute.
You know what? I remember that now. Oh my god, it's eating. That's so different. I love the leg. Wow, what a difference. Yeah. Crazy how much of a difference.
So that's gonna be it for this video. I do have a lot of projects coming up that I'm really excited about. I just ordered some items for my bedroom because that's my next most important task, and I can't wait to get those items. So I'm gonna film that. Yeah, and I'm excited to start getting my bedroom together because that is, you know, my next most used space. Okay, until next time, bye.